Let it ride.
Welcome everyone to the first and only gambling game show in the world.
Let it ride.
I'm your host, Sean, stacking the money green. And tonight on Let It Ride, two writers from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network will go head to head to see who is the wiser wise guy and who needs a job at GameStop. Not owning the stock, of course, but actually working at a GameStop. All right, let's welcome the favorite. He's an NHL writer whose blood is colder than the sport he covers. Last week, this Philly fugitive pulled a hit and run on an Army veteran. That is, he hit our former champion Rod Villagomez off his pedestal and ran all the way to the bank. When Val Kilmer needs to channel the Iceman, he pictures this guy. Give it up for the Rocky of hockey, Ryan Gilbert. Ryan, be honest, are you wearing ice skates right now?
Actually, I am. Luckily, they're not on screen, but I can easily show you them. You know, it was sad to take down Rod last week, but I had so much fun that I just wanted to be back for this week, and hopefully I can keep it rolling.
Yes, we all support the troops, except when it comes to the gambling game show. Then it's no holds barred. I want to know, as a hockey guy, what do you guys think of curlers? Are they considered real winter athletes, or are they kind of considered punks? Where are you at with the curlers? Because we have a curling guy on staff.
Do we?
Yeah, Adam Pelletier, former champ, also a huge curler.
Okay, yeah, I love curling. It's one of my favorite Olympic winter sports to watch. It's just interesting to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is a very bizarre sport where you could also get pretty drunk. I feel like it's bordering on softball, but that's neither here nor there. Or here nor there. All right. Time to welcome on the challenger. She is enraptured by the Raptors and maddened by the Maple Leafs, which is a fancy way of saying she's Canadian. Now I might be Sean Green, but she's been smoking green while stacking green with her newly minted green card. Give it up for the prop queen from the land of poutine, George Brooks. George, welcome to the show. And be honest, are you also wearing ice skates?
I'm wearing basketballs on my feet.
Okay.
I thought we were supposed to be themed.
Keeping it sports specific. I like that.
Also, curling is the shit.
Yeah. I came out as a curling hater, but now I can see myself getting involved in a rec league curling team. So if anyone in the LA area needs a COVID friendly curling team member, hit me up. We'll get that going. All right. Just a quick review of how the game works. In round one, I test their sports gambling knowledge with trivia questions. In round two, we look at how many units each contestant won with their lock dog teases from the previous weekend's action. And in the final round, they'll give us their best bets for the weekend. Whoever has more units come Monday morning wins and will return next week to
Let it ride.
round one. Questions are worth 10 units. Ryan, you're going to start us off. This category, shoddy oddies. The 2021 NHL season is only a few weeks old, but which of these stars has played so shoddy that bookmakers have lengthened his MVP odds? Is it A, Alexander Ovechkin, B, Jack Eichel, C, Nathan MacKinnon, D, Match Marner? Their odds have gone up because they're not playing well. Ovechkin, Eichel, MacKinnon, or Marner?
I think that's got to be Ovi.
Sorry, Ryan. It's actually the Eichel Tower is slouching and the Sabres are slumping. His odds for the Hart Trophy have gone from 14-1 to 18-1. And we don't get personal on this show, so I won't ask Ryan if he was ever involved in an Eichel Tower in college. All right. Right now, 0-0. George, you're up. This category is scorching scores. 4 of the last 7 NBA MVPs have also led the league in scoring that same year. Which of these current MVP favorites is already outside of the top 15 in scoring, hurting their chances at the award? Is it A, Nikola Jokic, B, Luka Doncic, C, Giannis, D, Kevin Durant?
Jokic.
Who is not a top 15 scorer right out of the box. You got it. He's a joker. He's a stoker. He's an MVP candidate, only averaging 26 points a game. 7-1. He's the top 5 favorite, but would be the lowest scoring MVP since Derrick Rose won in 2011. Congrats, George. You are out to a 10-0 lead. All right. Nice little cheers there with the, what are you drinking on there, George? Is that a mason jar of water?
Yeah, I like to, it's cream soda, but I do like to recycle.
I appreciate that. And again, we talk about stocks. Wish I would have been buying stock in mason jars back in the day. No idea those things would be flying off the shelves, and huge investment opportunity in the mason jar industry. All right, Ryan, you're up. This category is catchers in the buy or sell. Which of these top 4 pass catchers in 2020 had the lowest preseason odds to lead the league in receiving and should have been a must buy, not a sell? Is it DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, or Stephon Diggs, or Calvin Ridley? Who had the longest odds coming into the season and someone you should have backed when it comes to receiving yards?
Calvin Ridley.
Oh man, Stephon Diggs. If you bought $100 Diggs future, you would have cashed $4,200. Those are the longest odds for any of those names, but it was also must buy. Diggs came in and cashed. All right, George, your final category is called These Underdogs Bite. At 18.5 to 1, your Toronto Raptors are the 3rd biggest underdog to ever win the NBA championship. Which of these NBA champions were even bigger underdogs when they won it all? Is it the A, Warriors in 2015, B, the Heat in 2012, C, the Rockets in 94, D, the Spurs in 2014? Who of those were even bigger underdogs than your Toronto Raptors?
The Rockets.
Oh, sorry, Hakeem the Dream. Not as big of underdogs as the 2014-15 Warriors. That's right, Steph Curry. Everyone forgot he was just a skinny kid with bad ankles. Golden State hadn't been to a finals in 40 years. They were 28 to 1 preseason when they took that home. All right, now it's time for. That's right, the wild card round. These are totally random questions where you decide how much you wager. Are you going to hedge or?
Let it ride.
Ryan, how much are you going to risk on this next question? You have 0 units right now, if I'm keeping track correctly. However, we're like your local bookie and you can risk more than you actually have. We allow you to bet on credit. How many units are you risking for this wild card question, Ryan?
I'll go with 10.
10 units. All right. Letting it ride with 10 units. The ridiculous Super Bowl prop bets have been posted. What color will the Gatorade shower be? Of course, a long standing favorite. Which color do most books list as the strong favorite here? Purple, orange, red, or clear? What right now is the odds on favorite for the Gatorade color?
I believe it's red for both. Both teams are red.
Oh, I like where your head's at. Unfortunately, it's orange. That's right. Chiefs actually used orange last year, 4-1 odds. That's when it cashed. However, maybe purple. That's what the Bucks used after their 2003 Super Bowl win. So Ryan, you owe me 10 units. This has never happened. I have to collect. I've never seen Pat Sajak track down a contestant, but on Let It Ride, it's going to happen. I don't know about you, but I fell for it last year. There was a rumor sweeping the country that the color purple would be the Gatorade color as a way to honor Kobe Bryant. That of course did not happen. And I lost money on that. All right, George, you have 10 units. Again, you can wager more than you have. How many units would you like to wager on this wild card question?
I'm going to wager 8.
8 units. Okay.
Is that allowed?
Well, we're making this up as we go, so we'll allow it. 8 units. One, in case you miss it, you still have 2 units. I like it. All right. According to Basketball Reference, which Toronto Raptor goes by the nickname Swatter Boy? Toronto Raptor, who according to Basketball Reference, and they have some random ass nicknames in there, who goes by Swatter Boy? Is it Pascal Siakam, OG Anube? Again, I'm probably mispronouncing that wrong. Fred Van Fleet or Chris Boucher?
Slaughter Boy.
Swatter Boy. SWAT.
Oh, Swatter Boy. Chris Boucher.
You are correct. That's right. 6'11", leads the Raptors with 2.2 blocks per game. Coincidentally,
I've never heard anyone call him that.
Yeah, I don't know where they get these nicknames, but they Googled it once, and I have a feeling if you're at a Raptors game and he blocks a shot and you just yell, "Way to go, Swatter Boy!" No one will have any idea what you're talking about. All right, round 2. Let's take a look at the scores real quick. In round 1, George out to an 18 not to nothing lead to -10. Ryan, you are in the hole. All right, let's take a look at how you did on last weekend's bet with your lock, dog, and teases. Ryan, how'd you do? What was your lock, dog, and tease, and how'd that work out for you?
It's not going to get much better here. I locked the Colorado Avalanche as I think they were -200 favorites. They lost to the Anaheim Ducks. I got my dog right. I picked the Kings against the St. Louis Blues, and then the tease I just got both halves wrong with the Packers +3 and the Bills +9. If you're going to lose big, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. And again, so you did have 15 units of +170 on the Kings. That gives you 41 units minus the 10 units you owe me. Gets you at 31 units. George, what were your lock, dog, and teases from this past weekend?
Okay, so my locked on was I picked the Blazers at -4 over the Knicks, and that was that was right. And then I picked for my dog, I picked the Raptors over the Pacers in that first game, which was on Sunday, and they did win that. So that's 15 units. Am I doing this right?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. And my 3-team teaser, I had the Hornets at +2 over the Magic. They did win by more than 2 points. Then I had OKC at +19.5. That doesn't sound right.
Well, it is a tease, so it probably jumped it up pretty high.
Oh, sick. Well, they only lost by 8 points, so I won that one too. And then I had Portland. Oh yeah, okay. So I had Portland as straight up over the Knicks, and they did win, but they only won by 3. So earlier I was wrong.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I got it. I'm doing the math over here. So your lock didn't cash because the Blazers were laying 4. They only won by 3. Then you got the dog correct, and that was a nice little money line hit at +175. I'm doing all the math here in my supercomputer brain, aka Ryan McKee, sending the messages via chat. You had 79, you have 18. That is a whopping 97 units. All right, now there are still a chance to get a couple of extra units here. Time to defend your bad beat, Ryan. You went with the 2-team teaser. Didn't cash. I'm glad this is showing that 2-team teasers don't work, even though I was on the same side of the picks that you were on. But I lost at least straight up with no tease, showing that is possible as well. All right, why shouldn't we ban you from the D-Gens only club? 10 seconds. Explain this bad beat.
I mean, the first of all, the Avalanche just ran into John Gibson. They outshot the Ducks 33-15 in that game. They most times they win that. And then for my tease, I put my faith in the Bills Mafia to at least keep it close, and they just couldn't get it done.
All right, using some hockey stats to your advantage, and you did take a cheap shot at Bills Mafia. I don't know if the judges appreciate that. George, now you have a shot. You took the Blazers lane 4, even though CJ McCollum went down. What are you? Or sorry, please defend this bad beat. What were you thinking?
Okay, well, first of all, I was only off by 1 point, not even a whole bucket. So, I mean, it could have gone either way. Also, sometimes I had just watched the Blazers because they had played the Raptors, and you got to bet on Dame. He's just going to be on. So I think even if even if I went back in time, and let's pretend I didn't know the answer, I would still pick the Blazers. I mean, I'm not giving you a lot of.
Well, I'll say this. I love the confidence that even if you had a time machine, you would do nothing different to change your bet and still lose money. And that epitomizes the DGens only spirit. You were there for the sweat. You got the sweat, even though your bet didn't hit. It doesn't matter. So I'm giving you the 10 bonus units, bringing you to a whopping 107.
I feel bad. He really needed those points.
Classic Canadian. Okay. Feeling bad for the other person you're dominating. This is America, Georgia. Now that you're a true American with your green card, you need to know we go for the kill here on Let It Ride. Don't show any sympathy to your fellow contestant.
Okay. I guess they're my points then.
Okay. George, you're in the lead. You have 107 units to make the picks that you want. So 107 units, place them on any bets you want to make. Maybe just put all 107 on the Raptors. What do you got for us? How are you going to spend your units?
Okay. This might, no, that's stupid. Okay. So I was going to split them between the Raptors losing and the Raptors winning. And then I was like, well, that's really stupid.
Then you're going to lose the vig and you're going to be in trouble.
Okay. I actually think so. The Raptors play the Kings tomorrow, and the Raptors are at minus 5.5. I think the Raptors are going to win, but I don't think they're going to win by more than 5 points. So I'm actually going to take the Kings on this one.
Wow. Betting against your own team. How many units are you putting down on that one?
You said I have 107.
Yep.
I'm going to put down 57.
Okay. 50 units left. What are you doing with those 50 units?
Okay. So the Pacers are playing the Hornets. The Pacers right now, I believe, are at -3, and I think they're gonna
win.
Right.
So you got Pacers -3 at 50 units, and you're going against your Raptors 57 units on the Kings +5.5. All right, Ryan, got a little catching up to do, but now you know what she's betting on. 2 -110 bets here, so there is an opportunity to catch her. You have 79 units, or no? You lost 10. I think you have, or no? That includes the loss. What am I doing here? Oh, sorry. You have 31 units. I was doing some.
It's not good.
31 units. What are you gonna do? Obviously, you're rooting for George to lose, but 31 units. How are you gonna catch up? Maybe a +300 puck line dog out there in hockey. What do you got for us?
Can I put all of them on the Flyers puck line? It's not out yet, but I will put it on whatever it closes at.
Sure. What do we expect to see that close at?
I mean, right now their money line is 118, and to win in regulation is 140. So probably around close to 200, maybe like 185.
All right, I like it. We'll call it Flyers 31 units at +185. So you hit that. And you hope
and that's for Saturday's game.
Yeah, Saturday's game, and you hope she splits when it comes to her NBA bets, and then you're right back in it. I like it. You are going with the homer approach as a fellow Philly guy. Appreciate it. George already going full analytical and fading her favorite team, the Raptors. We'll see how that goes. That's it for us here at Let It Ride. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com for all our free picks and coverage. For Let It Ride, this is Sean Green reminding you to help control the betting public. Have your DGens spayed or neutered.
You don't have a problem, no need to feel lonely. Everyone is family when it's DGens only. Making picks to get you off the schneid. It's time.